Hello and welcome to the next part of this tutorial. I am now going to put this into a game. Let's prepare a basic DirectX game. I will start with creating the default sprite. I'm adding the frames for the helicopter facing to the right. So this will be the first frame. I make this a little bit smaller. And then we add more frames. Choose add frame and press enter. Do it again and do it again. Use double click and we add the next frame. Enter, enter. Next frame. Enter, enter, enter. And the last frame. Now we can try out the animation. Let's create a new animation for the helicopter facing to the left. I will rename it to left. Maybe it is better to use duplicate frames. Much faster. And we add the left frames. And now we add behavior to this sprite object. Click the sprite and select behaviors, add, and we choose platform. So shall we see what this does? The sprite is falling down. Keyboard input is automatically supported. So you have left and right and jump and so on. We need to add some ground. So I borrow this ground sprite. Double click. And now we select tiled background. Not sprite, but tiled background. And I will show you why. And enter, enter. With tile background, you don't have to copy the sprite. So if we run the program, we can see what happens. It just falls through the ground. So how do we fix that? Make sure the ground is selected and click Attributes. Click Solid. Now we can try. And we can try the keyboard input. Shift makes it jump. So I think we need to add some logic to this. We want the helicopter to face left when we click the left cursor key. We need to have keyboard event support. So we double click on the screen and we select mouse and keyboard. Now we can select the event sheet editor. Right click, insert event, mouse and keyboard. When a key is pressed, and that is the left arrow key, then we want to do something. We want to set the animation to left. Sprite, next. Animation, set animation, next. And we enter the animation name that we created, and that was left. So let's run this. And we press left. What happens if we press right? So we want it to turn around using the default animation. We can copy this event and paste, and we set the animation to default. And we run.
I think we forgot something. We need to set the right arrow as an event.
Run. Let's make the helicopter able to fly. To make it able to fly, we need to change the gravity direction. New event, mouse and keyboard, and this will be the keys down event. As soon as we release the key, the helicopter will go down. New action. For the helicopter, we choose a platform tab and then set gravity direction. And we set it to up and finish. We copy the event. And this time it is when the up arrow is released. And we set the gravity direction to down. So let's see how this works. We press up, it goes up. And when we release, it goes down. But what happens with the keyboard? If I press up and right, it goes left and falls outside the screen. So we need to invert the input keys. We select a new action, sprite, platform, set invert input, inverted, finish. And this must be set on the up arrow. So we can move it here. On the up arrow release, we set the inverted to normal. And this is the end of part 2.